Hi, and welcome to the Senior Network. I'm your host, Greg Fulton. We're joined today by Abby Bird of Hospice Care of the Lowcountry, along with her friend Asia, as we can see, and our buddy Jay Mullinax. Glad to have you guys. Thank you. Well, we're sitting here today at Benchmark Physical Therapy in Bluffton, South Carolina. And I know I keep looking down at this gorgeous animal that's part of your volunteer program, correct?
Correct.
And it's called Hospice.
It is. Hospice is the pet therapy division for Hospice Care of the Lowcountry.
Okay. Tell me a little bit about how that works. What's the benefits of Hospice?
Oh, great question. What we found is that people that are in hospice or just people living in an assisted care facility don't have the ability to interact with their own family pets.
Right.
And it's proven that pet therapy relaxes people, makes them calm, actually gives them comfort, and they act as a conduit to conversation with people, to share their lives with the human volunteer. Very often they share stories about their pets that they've had in their lives, and then they'll pet a dog like Asia here, and it warms them, it comforts them, it makes them happier. Oh, she's talking. Okay. She's talking because there's someone outside, yeah. But normally what'll happen is people that live in a facility like that very often are lonely.
Sure.
Or they don't get enough family visitors and outside visitors to make them want to participate in things, both in conversation, events, anything of that nature. When you introduce a pet, a dog specifically, but even other animals sometimes, those people come out of themselves. They come out of themselves. They're now part of you, part of the facility, part of other people. And all of a sudden they become talkative, alert, alive. It's an amazing thing.
Well, now with Hospice, how many are there? A lot of pets that you guys have? Is there a training program for the animals?
Yes, there are. I'm going to say roughly 30 or 40 active hospice, but on the books we probably have close to 80.
Wow.
Hospice therapy teams. Asia and I are a team. The hospice with their volunteer is a team. The reason we only have 30 or 40 active is people do have other parts to their lives, and in many cases have second homes or they travel. But on any given month, we have 30 or 40 teams that visit either, once again, assisted living care facilities or even visit people in their homes.
Very interesting. Jay, is that a unique concept for you folks?
Yeah, it is. I have a few questions for Abby, if you don't mind me asking you a couple. One is it something that's scheduled for a particular individual, certainly in the homes, but in assisted living, or do you just randomly come by coordinating with the assisted living facility?
We do it two different ways, three if you include the home. Of course, the home has to be pre-scheduled, and in many cases, either the resident themselves, the person in the home themselves, or a family member will even request a certain type of dog or size dog. So hypoallergenic dog, lap dog, or I did a visit about 2 weeks ago, and the quote was, "Bring me the largest dog you have." So Asia and I went to do a home visit. For a facility visit, we do it two ways. We do scheduled visits, so an activity director can put it on their calendar and make it a group event. Once again, that enlivens everyone. They're more talkative, they're chatting with each other, they're chatting with the team, and the team, in this case, will be multiple teams. So when we do a group event, there are several teams that go in, several dogs with an owner into usually a living room type situation in any of the assisted care facilities. And then we have the option of doing something called drop-in visits, because not everyone can make a scheduled group time. So they'll say, well, I'll just go over to Bloom. I have free time this afternoon. I'll go over there this afternoon, walk around the hallways, knock on the doors, go into the living room, and visit with whoever wants to visit with the pet. And you had asked earlier about training.
Yes.
Yes, all of our hospice teams are trained. The person is trained as well as the dog. Okay, it's a fairly rigorous program. It's usually about 6 weeks long. The dogs graduate with a Canine Good Citizen certification and then have to be re-screened at a facility to make sure they pass certain tests. Are they comfortable with strangers? Can they work around walkers and wheelchairs, or people dropping things, or food, things of that nature? And then the person has to go through an orientation at Hospice Care of the Lowcountry as well, to go through rules, what the dog can do, what the human can do, what they shouldn't be doing.
Right, and so you're not matched with a dog, it's just they're volunteers like yourself and then the dogs themselves.
Yes.
Whatever the
Yes,
patient
and
wants, right?
an owner will come to either hospice or come to me and say, I have a great dog. Can we find out if my dog is a candidate for the hospice therapy program? They bring that pet into me and I do an evaluation on the dog. And very often we find it is a lovely dog.
Right.
But that doesn't mean they're going to be a good hospice. So for example, if I have a dog that's solely bonded to me, they're not going to be good getting petted by strangers and wanting to go up to people they don't know and say, hi, love on me. So it does take a certain type of dog in terms of temperament to meet the basics, in addition to the obedience training, behavior training, etc.
Well, hold that thought, Abby. We're going to need to take a quick break. Stay with us. We'll be right back.